There we go. Better late than never. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. We're good.
We're good.
Everyone, we're fine. Everything's good.
Yeah, you know what? We were about to start, and a burglar came in like a horse mask. When I took off the mask, he was actually a real horse. Joel came over really quick, from his 30-minute drive away, because that's how far away he lives from me, and he got there in like 10 minutes, beat this dude to shit. Now we on. We in here. So.
All right.
That's not what really happened.
Start this off like we were going to in the first place. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, shut up a minute. Ready? Welcome everybody to Cards in Hand, episode 3. This is for October 8th, 2013. My name is Joel, otherwise known as Matchstick Man. Tonight, coming up on the list of things to talk about, there's actually a lot of things to talk about tonight. We have...
Way to introduce me.
Yeah, don't get into that, don't worry. We have a couple things from Vanguard. We're going to talk about a little bit, a new Japanese game with a French name. Interesting. We're going to talk about a little bit of Magic and my personal new favorite game ever to be made, Hearthstone. But first, let me introduce my brother from potentially another mother, although the tests have come back inconclusive. Right? Mr. Sam PA, a.k.a. whatever your nickname is.
Episode 3, a.k.a. Rooster Cogburn, a.k.a. In Your Mouth, a.k.a. Get Fucked.
All right. You excited to be here tonight?
Yeah, finally. Yes, I am.
Nice nice picture back there. What do you got?
Level Up Games, dude. This poster is so sick.
So,
yeah. I don't know who the artist is. I think it was probably a friend of theirs, the guys who own it. But that's where I played Weiss Regionals at, and they gave this to me. And actually, these are numbered. You can't see it because it's down here, but they're hand numbered. There's only 500 of them, I think. Yeah, there's only 500, and I got number 12 of 500.
Nice, dude.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah.
That's awesome.
This Friday at Level Up, Pokemon Sleepover, Pokemon video game tournament, costume contest, some other stuff. They give trophies out, lock the doors after hours. But yeah, I don't remember when it starts. But yeah, just go to Level Up Games. I think it's like levelupgamesmn.com or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, and all the events are right there. And the Pokemon Sleepover is something that seemed exciting. I wanted to go, but I unfortunately have my lame day job that day. But yes, Pokemon X and Y also come out then too, so that will be sick. Any other cool mentions?
Well,
cool
there's
stories
actually
that happened.
Okay, 2 things. First off, I forgot about
things
this.
After you're done.
First off, I forgot about this.
Oh yeah.
What is this, Sam? Can you go ahead and explain what this is a little bit here?
Yeah, why don't I just explain
Why don't you go ahead and explain that?
That is the alpha prototype, working prototype of yours and I's tabletop board game. What do you want? What do you want?
Why don't you tell us
That's
what it
the
is?
box and everything. There's a lid. What do you want?
Well, why don't you kind of explain what it does a little bit here, so I can show off these nice cards.
This is really just kind of a pickup party game. But I mean, it's really sick. You get a random director. You can draft the directors, or you can choose who you want to be. It doesn't matter. You can do it any different kinds of ways.
Right.
It lists that in the rules too.
Good chart right here.
And then you get a genre card, or a genre board rather, and then you make a movie. So your genre board will be like, action, comedy, western. That's another one, yeah, western. You place your director card there. Each director card has a special ability that can slow down your opponents from finishing their movie. That's the win condition, is finishing your movie.
Yeah.
internet sensation,
Yep.
YouTube.
The
YouTube
superhero one,
card.
obviously. Yeah. And then, let's see. Sorry, I'm like not prepared here. So we have this is like the deck of cards. Yeah, this is like the playing cards that we use, which are all handmade, and hand cut out and hand designed, and
Designed by us.
action cards. All right. So what are these for, Sam? What do these do?
Those screw over everyone else.
Exactly. So it's like $1 amount, and you can like bank that to pay for your milestones, or you can use the effect to actually screw over somebody else.
But if you use the effect, you can't
Use it as money.
bank it. You can't bank it for its dollar amount.
Yeah. Exactly. Someday we'll make like a little. Maybe we'll like make like a how to play video of it. That'd be kind of fun, actually. I haven't played this for a while. Cool. It also incorporates like movie trivia. You have to answer trivia questions.
So how to play those would be cool to make a how to play video on that, and then people can give us feedback on that kind of thing. That's kind of sick.
Yeah. So that had to be mentioned because I did say I would mention that or show it off a little bit this week.
Right.
The other thing, what I like to call Bro of the Week, right? But this isn't gonna happen every week because people aren't that cool every week. This is just like this happened. I've never had this happen before. I was at my job at the local video store, and some guy came in and asked if we had surf ninjas, and I'm like, no, we don't. Like, I've looked for that movie. I know for a fact we don't have it. Long story short, I ended up looking up on Amazon on my phone, and I found it for like $6, right? With 2-day shipping via Amazon Prime. And the guy was like, his name was Paul. He was like, Joel, he goes, I got a deal for you. And he pulls out his wallet and he hands me a $10 bill, and he says, I'll tell you what, order 2 of them. And I was thinking, oh, that's weird. Why would you want 2 copies of Surf Ninjas? He's like, no. One's for you. I was like, get out of here. Like, seriously? So yeah, the dude bought me a copy of Surf Ninjas. I mean, that's super cool.
Oh my god.
Great, horrible movie from my childhood.
Nice.
And dude. So it's going to come in the mail. I opened that day, so he's going to come in. We're both going to sit and watch it. That was my cool stuff for the week. What was yours?
Well, you didn't buy any cards this week, any good pulls or nothing, did you?
Nope, I didn't. Oh, I bought stuff, but it's not here yet.
Oh, yeah. Pulls of the week. Pulls of the week. For me, I didn't have any actual pulls. But, I mean, I guess this doesn't count, I guess this doesn't really count, but I did go through a bunch of my old card game stuff so we could, pull them out and play.
Mm-hmm.
And I found, I found a Yu-Gi-Oh card that's like $15.
Yeah.
Back that I got from when I was a kid. And it's really honestly only worth that way because that it's base set stuff. But it's the original Blue Eyes White Dragon that came in the Seto Kaiba starter deck. I found this and I was like, I wonder how much it is, right? Because it says that the set number is SDK or
sure.
Yes, or SKD, Seto Kaiba deck or whatever, and it's actually worth like $13.
That's not bad, actually.
No, it's not. I'm pretty sure I have another one somewhere, so I'll keep this one, probably sell the other one or trade the other one. But that was kind of an awesome pull for me, I guess, and the fact that I found like most of my Digimon cards, and I'm going to be making decks for those so me and Joel can play. And anybody, for any of the viewers who want to learn how to play that, there's some good tutorials online. Or actually, I lied. There's no good tutorials online. So I will be making a how to play on that game, a nice one. So, any of the viewers who are like, oh, that sounds stupid, I want to play that, then you totally can.
Right.
But yeah, I got a Gargomon chilling back there. Gigadramon, this is a cool one, and then a Guilmon, if you remember, from season 3. But yeah, these are cool. Sad to say that this is a dead card game, but there are tons of reasons why, and I totally understand.
But you can watch Digimon the show on Netflix.
Oh yeah, they have the first 2 seasons on Netflix.
Yes.
Which were probably the
Both
best ones.
Japanese and American versions as well.
For sure.
There is
so
speaking of learning, I mean, we'll learn Digimon, but probably not this week. And there's a reason why.
Oh yes.
Now, I don't know if your order shipped yet, but mine did.
Mine did. Mine did ship.
What
did ship.
What shipped? Should we talk about this?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So on to the show. On to the show finally. So, I was cruising the hobby store Shockwave, which is one of my favorite websites, and they have White Schwartz singles, Vanguard singles, and now they're selling Magic singles, which is kind of cool. A little pricey more than what I would get at my local game store, but still pretty cool that they're selling Magic now. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Because they always sell their commons super cheap, but then when it comes to the rares, it's like. But anyway, so I'm cruising. I see this one game. I can't pronounce the name.
Try.
It's like an anime card. Yeah.
Try.
It's like an anime-looking card game, and it looks really sweet. And I clicked on one of the cards that was more expensive, and I showed it to Joel, and I was like, "We should learn to play this." So then he started cruising the interwebs for where we could get one, trial deck or whatever.
The screen's gonna go blank here for a second because I didn't set up the stupid thing here, but I'm gonna.
Oh sure, right now. Yeah. But Joel's gonna set up the promotional video that the creators of the card game.
There we go. Okay, back to you.
So so each of these characters have a like a character card or a core card, whatever.
What is it called? What is it called?
Oh, that's right. It's called Angeverge.
So
which is French.
Angie Vergi. Got it.
Yeah, Angie.
That's what I'm calling it from now on.
That's how we Angevergi.
Angie Vergi.
But
what does it mean?
It's French for the Virgin Angel or something.
I thought it was Angry Virgin.
yeah, Angry Virgin. Angry Virgin. But we're Japanese.
So should we just play the video first and then talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So hopefully the audio comes through on the stream. It should. Right. I don't see why it wouldn't.
This promotional video was made, to market it as a card game, video games, anime, everything.
Sure.
So it's like one big thing.
Let's see.
私たちどうして呼ばれるのだろう止められない嵐孤独の嵐私たちそれでも明日が見たい
Okay, so I guess while that's playing in the background, we can just talk about it, right?
Oh yeah, I mean totally. Each of these characters, these are the 4 main characters that are in the card game right now. They'll probably introduce more, I'm not sure. But if you look closely, each of these characters have a very different style. For the most part, pretty different style. That's because they're each drawn by different anime artists that are famous. One of them was drawn by the guy who does the art for Nase Monogatari, and the other ones I didn't recognize their names or know who they were. But so there's that.
Sorry, that was like the best part right there. Like that was awesome.
Oh, it just jumps up.
Yeah, she just held the window.
Oh my god! I mean, this animation is just sick. Like this alone made me want to play it. Right. I don't know. It's kind of got. I mean, we were looking up the rules. And I think Joel put it the best way is that it's kind of like Vanguard, the WoW card game, and
it really, really, really is.
And White Schwartz kind of put together.
Because so basically the way it works is it's got the resource system of the WoW TCG in a way. It's got the attack and defense system of Vanguard, and it's got like the climax system of White Schwartz.
Yeah,
and it's like all thrown together into one game. It actually looks really interesting. The only problem we're having is finding card translations and actual English rules.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a kind of an English rule set, which is in very broken English.
Yeah.
So it's hard to understand.
I will say this: is there any reason we should be playing it No.
No, of course not. But it looks
just
awesome.
Looked really cool.
Yeah.
And we found them on the store that we order our Japanese Weiss cards at. We found them for $6. The trial decks.
I know, right? Like, how do you not go for that? Like $6.
It was
Come
just
on.
kind of like, what the hell, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, I mean,
But-
we love playing card games, right? And so why not?
Right.
And it was one of those things where it was like I was already ordering a trial deck for Vivid Red Operation for Weiss, and it's like I think you were ordering something, and you're like, "Hey, $5, gonna get them."
Yeah,
And it was like,
yeah.
"Okay, me too. I guess we'll both get them." So yeah, so what is it? Angi Vergi is what we're gonna be actually learning to play this week because they should be here within the week. There's no reason why it won't be here by next show.
It's Angerverge.
Angi Vergi.
Angry Virgin. Got it.
Yep.
Damn it.
Whatever the hell it is, let's hope it gets, maybe it picks up a little bit here. Start
It's just
buying
funny
them.
because, like, like Weiss Schwartz is like German, Weiss Schwartz,
I
and
know.
like, and me and Joel for like 10 minutes were making jokes about it's like, yeah, I'm gonna play this new Japanese card game called Freudenhagen no Desu Tanaka. Like,
Extra climax, yeah.
extra, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, like.
Yep.
Oh my god!
It's like all the
European
weird
something or other
names.
densetsu.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god! Whatever.
So there's that. I mean, God, I'm so excited.
So that looks fun. I mean, something that me and Joel, and I'll mention this right now. If there's a card game out there that you guys are like, wow, I want to play this, but I'm afraid to, just tell us and we'll play it.
Yeah, there's no question.
And then we'll come back
We'll
to you and be
play
like, yeah,
anything.
that was stupid. Don't play that.
Yeah, we will play anything.
Yeah. Oh my god.
As
But
long
the
as it's
animation
legal.
artwork is sick though.
Yeah, and plus, you know what? I don't know. I like Weiss, and I like the WoW TCG. Liked the WoW TCG. So why not, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about next, man? We got a couple of big things, stuff that we could spend a long time talking about. Do you want to get
Yeah.
like the Vanguard thing out?
Yeah, this is just a
Do
quick
it.
thing. I mean, honestly, there's other things I want to talk about a little more than this. I just think it's ridiculous. So, Vanguard, the only grade 4 to my knowledge, because Vanguard is grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. You ride the Vanguard, yeah.
Oops.
Whatever. There was a grade 4 card. It was a promo, and it was a great nature card, and it was he was like a cat professor guy he was cool, but his card text says, you can only play, excuse me, I have to close my window there. You can only play this card legally up until September, whatever, or something like that, like after that, it wasn't legal anymore, obviously, because it's just it's a grade 4, it's kind of crazy, whatever. So, a buddy of mine on a Facebook group I'm a part of posted a card called, it's another grade 4 for the Kagero clan. So, Dragonic Overlord, Kagero players, listen up. Transcendence Dragon Dragonic Novelle Vague. Okay, a couple things. That name is dumb, number 1. Number 2, really another grade 4? Number 3, its abilities are stupid. Like, they're just like, if this becomes like, first of all, it doesn't have an ability that says you can only use this until whatever. It doesn't say anything like that. You can just use it, apparently. It's coming out in like an extra booster set, like a legit extra booster set. I don't know if it's a promo of that set, like you get it if you buy a box or what. But it's got a base of 13k. So that by itself, with an 8k booster, you're swinging for 21. That's pretty huge. Limit break 4. So if you're at 4 damage, this ability happens. You counter blast 3 and soul blast 3. And then you persona blast. And you retire all of your opponent's rear guards. They're just all gone. You can't block it with grade 0s from your hand, so no 10 blocks. And your opponent's triggers don't happen on your turn. So they can't heal, they can't stand, they can't draw, they can't do anything. They just don't happen. And that's it. It's just really stupid. That's the one thing. If Vanguard wasn't already completely luck-based and unbalanced enough, here you go. Hence why Weiss Schwartz is like the better game. I don't know. within Bushy Road. I mean,
Sure.
within Bushy Road. I've never played Chaos TCG, Monster Collector, or Victory Spark. I've never played any of those because obviously they're not huge in America like Vanguard or White Schwartz is right now.
Right.
But that's stupid. So whoever's great genius idea to make that card, fuck you.
Well,
You just
speaking of White Schwartz, wait a minute. Oh my god. Dude, we have no White Schwartz news this week.
we don't.
No. What do I just like end the show now or like
I can't breathe.
I don't even know what to do.
Oh my god.
What? I don't. Okay,
I don't
whatever.
know.
I guess we just end it now. Like, thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, okay.
No, but seriously, no,
Okay,
no Weiss Schwartz news, which is weird. We were like, what can we talk about with Weiss? It's like, well, it's really nothing. All of the news was taken up by Angie Bergie when it came to that area.
Angry version.
But hopefully next week, because I got a new trial deck coming. Sam, you have nothing coming. But did you order anything?
Yeah, I ordered a trial deck.
Which one?
Robotics Notes.
Oh, okay, sweet. Then we can start.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
Okay. Well then, so yeah. Okay. So well, whatever. No Weiss.
That's fine.
Do you want to do Magic right now, or?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the standard decks. I had a chance to, I'm not big on, excuse me, for me, like, and I've said this, I think I've said this in the first episode, or any of my friends have heard me say it. I hate rotating card games. Like, rotating card games are like sub-based MMOs,
It's like the only thing we can ever agree on when it comes to card games.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the beauty of Magic the Gathering, though, is that there's so many formats, it will still make my cards still kind of worth it if I started to play Standard.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got to hang out at Level Up Games. Just kidding. I got to hang out at Level Up Games at the new location because they moved like a block away to a bigger location, which is sick, by the way. It's huge in there now. And a buddy of mine was there with one of his coworkers that he plays Magic with, and he lent me a Boros Reckoner deck and from Theros. It was pretty sick. I had a lot of fun, and I probably will be building that deck. It's kind of like, it's kind of like Burn, It's just like kind of quick burn,
Sure.
and it's kind of chipping away, pinging. I guess that's how you could call it. I don't know. But when Boros Reckoner comes in, he does damage to the target player, and that damage is equal to the amount of devotion you have to red. And devotion is obviously every Magic player out there knows what devotion is by now, since Theros came out. Not whatever, how long ago? It just came out, but so if I had 3 red creatures that all costed 1 red mana, that's 3 devotion right there. Plus Boros Reckoner's devotion, that's like 4 free damage just for him coming in.
Right.
Lightning Helix should know what I'm talking about, kind of. I don't really know what I'm talking about. That's just the only standard deck I played in. Fanatic of Magus. Oh, that's probably the card I meant.
Oh.
That's the card I meant.
Oh my.
What are you talking about?
Oh
Fanatic
my.
of Magus.
Boros Reckoner is a completely different card.
Really?
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, it's Fanatic of Magus. That's what I was thinking of. When he comes in, he deals damage to your opponent of devotion to red. Which one's Boros Reckoner then? I know I run 4 of him. He's like one of the expensive cards.
You run it, yet don't know what it does.
Yeah.
It's a good strategy. It seems
There's an
legit to me.
infinite combo with him too, though, which is pretty funny. But I think it's harder to pull off. But I mean, it's whenever Boros Reckoner is whenever he deals damage, or whenever he is dealt damage, he deals that much to target creature or player. which
Okay.
is funny.
Okay.
But the thing I wanted to talk about with Standard Magic, is, yes, I know Lightning Helix. Sorry, sensitive Magic player over here. I found this. Lightning Helix is the guy who posted this on a group we were in. He was like, the Infinites of Theros. So this is a standard deck. I guess this would be considered the win condition. But I mean, Archangel of Thune, it's a flying lifelink. And then it says, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 count on each creature you control. So lifelink is, when you hit somebody, you gain that much life. And then there's Horizon Chimera, which has the flash ability, so you could cast that creature as if it were an instant. And then it says, whenever you draw a card, you gain 1 life. And then there's the Fathom Mage. Whenever a +1/+1 counter is placed on Fathom Mage, you draw a card. So,
wow.
Yeah, so Archangel of Thune puts +1/+1s on Fathom Mage, and then you draw a card, and then Horizon Chimera says when you draw a card, you gain 1 life. So then, there was another factor into this, and I'm trying to remember what it was now.
I blame it on the audio issues.
Your link doesn't show up there, buddy.
Yeah, they don't show up in chat. I think it's funny that chat room has to tell what it is that we're talking about. That's cool.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Wow. Like I said, I blame it on the audio issues earlier. That's all I can blame it on. Or I can just blame you, I suppose.
Yeah, you could.
I'll just do that.
Even so, that's a pretty cool combo. By itself.
Yeah, the life gain triggers won't. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, then it just keeps circling after that.
Okay.
Yeah, so +1/+1 counter. When you get a +1/+1, you draw a card. When you draw a card, you gain a life. When you gain a life, you put another +1/+1 counter on the Fathom Mage again. And in the Fathom Mage, when you get a +1/+1 counter, you draw a card. When you draw a card, you gain 1 life. When you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter again.
Jeez.
So it's circled between those 3 cards. I thought there was another card. Yeah, sorry. I thought there was another card involved. I guess you could put other cards in there to make it run faster. But I mean, your breakdown, you have Elvish Mystic. He's a 1-drop, and he's a 1/1. That's fine. But the main thing about him is that you tap him for 1 green mana. He puts green mana in your mana pool.
Okay.
So he can act as a mana, but he
Right.
can be targetable as a creature. And then Sylvan Caryatid is a 2-drop. He's a plant creature.
Mhm.
He's a defender, so he can't attack, but he's got 3 toughness. For a 2-drop, it's pretty okay. And he's hexproof, so you can't target him for sorceries or spells or anything.
Nice.
And then you can tap him for 1 mana of any color, 1 mana of any color. And since you got 3 colors in this deck, that's really awesome. It's 2 colors for the Horizon Chimera, which is you draw a card, gain a life.
Mhm.
And then 2 colors for the Fathom Mage. Those are both green and blue. And then your Archangel of Thune, which is puts the +1/+1 counters, is white. So, I mean, those cards are pretty sick. Those mana cards that are creatures when running this kind of thing.
Yeah. So you are building this deck, right? Or you built it?
I don't know if I'm building this one. I might build it just for fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of any card game where the win condition is something not where it's not a common win condition.
Right. Apparently, it's a terrible deck. So.
Well, it's probably really hard to set up, and it's probably slow.
Right.
You know, like
But
if
you
it
want
kinda
to play
gets-
it for fun,
right.
right? Okay.
Like it's kind of like Shep It Dunk in
Right.
Pokemon. But I mean, for EDH, yeah, that'd be hilarious. Any infinite combo put into an EDH deck
Mhm.
is hilarious. I have one in my EDH deck.
Do you really?
Yeah, I have an infinite combo in my EDH.
Oh, then I guess I'm never playing EDH with you. So
Yeah.
there's that.
It's a Sangwing Bond and Sangwing Blood or something.
Okay.
It's every time your opponent draws, they lose a life, and then the other card says every time your opponent loses life, I gain that much life.
Yeah.
And then Exquisite Blood and Sangwing Bond. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you draw the card, you lose a life and I gain a life.
Mhm.
And
Isn't
then
there a card that makes you draw then too?
yeah, you could
That's
do
what-
that.
yeah.
You could do that to trigger the ability before they get to their draw phase if you want.
Okay.
It's Underworld Dreams or something like that. I forgot. See, dude, I gotta get back into Magic.
I know. I would love to get back. Magic was so much fun. I really like that game. We used to have
is.
we used to do a gaming night at our school that we set up and I think did twice or
Right.
once even, and everyone just brought Magic cards and we just played. One guy even spent. Remember Rick? I mean to call him out, but he dropped like. Was it like $60, $70, $80 something like that on like a
On
starter
just like
set?
a bunch of random packs and starter decks that
Yeah.
were, like weren't even good. Yeah.
And then he was like, "Okay, guys, build me a deck." And we're like, "No, you can learn how to do it yourself. Like,
right.
you can't
dude,
just
that's
spend
like-
the money and then have us do all your work. No, that's half the fun.
Right.
You know,
I wonder if he pulled anything good now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Should be like, hey, can I buy your cards for $25?
Yeah, the ones that you've played once.
Boom.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but he actually beat you.
That was stupid.
Oh, I bet it was.
That was complete luck.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
It was
Totally.
red white allies against his whatever.
You know what
Okay.
else? You know what? You know what else is white, Sam? Salt. It's the color of salt, buddy. Get some.
Yeah. Yeah, Exquisite Blood and Sangling Bond. Pretty cool. So I mean, keep losing life, I keep gaining it. And because I keep gaining it, you keep losing it.
Right. Hey, if that's what you need to do to feel better, fine. That's all good.
Yeah, I will. I've never been able to pull it off though.
Sure.
What, the combo?
Yeah.
No, I seriously haven't been able to pull it off yet.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about something that I love. Okay. You love it. You used to love it too.
I haven't played it yet.
No, I know. But you did play the physical version of it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's got a soft spot in my
All
heart
right.
for sure.
Sam and I's first, I guess, bro hangout with cards. So our first card date. Can we say that?
That's yeah.
No homo. Straight up.
Okay.
Okay? Not like that, all right? This is a strictly platonic card date. What do we do? We learned how to play the WoW TCG together, right? And we
Yeah.
sat and built decks, we did laundry, whatever. It was like so much fun that always hit a soft spot in our hearts. I think I mentioned before that game is actually dead now. They stopped making it. It ran from 2005 to 2013. That was a pretty decent run, right? They released 22 total booster sets, which is fantastic, considering it was only around for what? 8 years. That's not bad. Wow. 8 years and 22 booster sets. 7 raid sets. 6 extra boosters. So that's so many packs or so many sets of cards that they put out. That was awesome.
It's essentially 28 sets plus the raid decks. So I mean,
It's more than that. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, and so all the raid sets were like big sets too. Anyway, they had 7 years of Dark Moon Fair championships. They had 5 years of World Championships and 4 years of National Championships. That's like a big game. I didn't know it was that
That's
big.
pretty interesting. Yeah.
I had no idea it was that big. I know we had fun with
I
it.
really didn't either because I mean, not a lot of people in Minnesota I know.
No.
I mean, the guys up at Monster Den maybe in St. Paul.
Well, yeah, I remember there was always a bunch of people playing it there. That I remember.
Yeah. Plus, they were playing the actual WoW game.
Well, yeah.
And then there was Shadow Era, which was kind of like it was made by the same people, and actually the card design is very similar.
Yeah.
And it played the same way, kind of. I think the resources were different though.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple buddies of mine played Shadow Era for a while.
Right.
But yeah, for a card game, I didn't know that. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. But basically, so Blizzard, you might have heard of them. They make a little series called like Warcraft or something like that. I don't know. I hear it's a thing. It's supposed to be kind of big, I think. I've never personally heard of it, but
right.
They are coming out with a new game called Hearthstone. I believe it's Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft, I think it's called. So what they did is they got rid of the card game and they basically made it into a digital form, put it in a free-to-play package, and made it the most flashy thing and like visually attractive thing, most satisfying game ever. And I woke up, was it yesterday morning? I think it was. Woke up yesterday morning, finally, to a beta invite for Hearthstone. And oh my god, that game is fun. That game is so much fun, and I'm going to lose so much money to that game. Even though it's free to play. Holy crap.
Right.
So the way that it works, it's just like any other, it's literally just like the game, like the actual TCG, just without the resource management system. So every round, you get one additional resource. So round 1, you get 1, round 2, you're up to 2, and every round it refills. So, you know, and it goes up to 10. So after 10 rounds, you're just like playing a ton of big, cool, fun stuff. Really simplistic. Like I said, really flashy. I actually live streamed it last night. I live streamed Arenas, which is drafting, which costs $2 for a run, and you lose 3 times, and your run is over.
And you don't keep those cards, right?
Nope. Just you're presented with one of, I think it's 5, 6, 9 heroes or something like that. I don't remember how many they have now. I think it's 9 total so far. And it's like, oh, rogue, hunter, warrior, and you pick one of the 3. Because in the WoW TCG, your deck consisted of a hero, which was the class, and then your cards went with that. There are neutral cards that can go with everything, but there are class-specific cards that go with the specific classes.
Right.
So you pick one of your 3 random heroes that you get, and then it'll show you 3 cards at a time, right? And then you pick between those 3 cards which one you want in your deck, and then it'll show you 3 more random cards, and 3 more, and 3 more, and 3 more, until you build your deck of 30. And, oh my god, I did it twice last night? 3 times? It was 2 or 3 times last night. And 4 times
Your first
today.
draft was free though, right?
Yeah, the first draft was free. And then I might have done it 4 times today. When before the show. That's $2 a pop. They're gonna make so much money off this game. It's absolutely ridiculous. Plus, you can buy packs of cards. So that's the other thing too, is you can play the non-arena, which you build your own deck. And oh my god.
Right.
You can buy packs. You can also get packs of cards through just play. You do daily quests, stuff like that, and you get gold, which in turn turns into packs. You can also disenchant cards, so turn them in, break them down, turn them into what they call dust, and then you use dust to build cards that you want out of the entire catalog. So you can build any card that's in the game. You can't buy any special cards. You can't like just get cards just through the packs. You can build everything. They're really doing it a very smart way. They're not making it pay to win in any way.
But that's interesting though, because what if one person found that those 1 or 2 decks that are the best ones, and then everyone just plays those?
Then that's what everybody will play until they patch it. See, that's kind of what I like about it being a digital game, is that they can patch those things out in a day. You know, they don't have to let the decks run, which they already have actually in the phase 1 of open or closed beta. Rogues were absolutely ridiculous. Like, there's nothing you could do. and Blizzard patched that out. They fixed everything that they needed. Blizzard's good at patching stuff and fixing things that they know need to be fixed. And in a game like this, they know that they're going to have to get it right.
Mm.
So yeah, you know what? The fact that it's basically a living, breathing card game in that respect, I'm all in. They already got my money.
Right.
And you watched it. What did you think?
I thought, well, first off, you know, as a video gamer, I thought the game was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That game is very beautifully done. For a card game, I think, you know, here's something that I always thought was kind of weird. It's something to do with the Japanese people in their card games. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of and you can tell too, because a lot of American card games, when numbers are involved, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm. Damage,
health, whatever.
Sure.
And then when it comes to Japanese card games, it's like 500, 1,000, 33,000, 13,000.
Sure.
You know, all that shit.
Right.
So that's kind of weird. So I mean, that's something I've always loved about the wild card game and Magic, especially. Keep it real.
Yeah.
You know, keep it real. Yeah, limit break, overdrive, whatever. Exactly.
Right.
But if as if the WoW TCG, you know, because the WoW TCG, that's the one thing I didn't like about it, was there's so many keyword mechanics. There are in Magic as well, but a lot of the keywords in Magic, the keyword abilities speak for themselves. Indestructible, Death Touch,
right,
Flash, Trample, Swamp Walk, Island Walk.
Here you go. Here you go. Maeve Shadow Song. Protector, elusive, ferocity, long range, stealth, untargetable.
Yeah, see, like, untargetable, that word makes sense to me, obviously.
Yeah. This is a very broke card, by the way. Anyway.
Yeah, it's Maeve Shadow Song.
Yep.
And, you know, so when I saw Hearthstone and saw, you know, the simplicity of it, how they can make it even more simple than it kind of already was. I mean, that's just, you know, for some, you know, casual card gamers out there, this would be the perfect thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
You get on a couple hours before work, you play a couple matches, you know, out of your 30 card deck, you go to work.
Yep.
You come home, you draft for $2, you know.
Which I'll be doing after the show, by the way.
You know, every paycheck, you know, or every other paycheck, it's like, hey, I'll spend $2 on draft. That'd be fun, right? It's the same thing as going to your local game shop every night at Friday Night Magic, you know, at F&M, paying $13, $15, you know, except now you're spending $2.
Yep.
That's what I like about it, I think. They're kind of doing online card games in an interesting way, because even Pokemon Online and the Magic Online,
which is like kind of big. Like the Magic Online has kind of blown up a lot.
Yeah, a couple of buddies of mine are playing it right now.
Yep.
And I know my buddy Connor, he just moved to Florida, which sucks. He's a really good card player. He plays it a lot online now. His thing is his computer,
right?
Because he doesn't spend his money on anything else but his hobbies and his computer.
Right.
So his computer is G for gaming.
Yeah.
Like he's got over 100 games on Steam. Like,
right.
He's got the Magic one on there too.
Mm-hmm.
But he says it's really fun.
It is a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah,
I really like it.
And drafting on there is really easy, I heard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of cool. But it's just weird because I know, like, it's weird how the values work between Hearthstone and, like, Pokemon, let's say.
Sure.
Because I saw on eBay the online code to redeem a Tropical Beach on eBay for $40. What?
Like, Yep.
That's just like, I don't know about that, dude.
And you know what? I'm sure it'll happen at some point. I hope it doesn't, but you know what? No, it's not going to happen.
With Hearthstone, I don't think so.
You don't think that they'll ever sell cards? I know that they're technically selling a card right now. If you sign up, which I'm going to do because I do this every year, if you sign up for the BlizzCon digital ticket, so you can like watch the live coverage of the entire BlizzCon while it's happening. They always give you like a little incentive package. Like I think last time it was I don't remember when it was last time. This was like 2 years ago because they didn't have BlizzCon last year.
Yeah.
But they always give you like an in-game pet, something fun. This year they're giving you a secret Hearthstone card. So I will be doing that.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Which tells me that Hearthstone will be out before BlizzCon, which
Right,
is
but
the
can
end
you
of
trade?
next month.
But can you trade
No.
cards online or with other players?
No.
Well, see, then that's
Well, wait. Hold on. I think you can. Because some of the cards say soulbound and some of them aren't. I'll have to look into that.
what does soulbound mean?
Bound to you. Like,
Oh, it's like your account and everything.
yeah, so I'll have to check on that because I'm not sure. Maybe you can trade cards. That's why I got, I can't wait till it comes out so you can get it, so we can try all this fun stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see him doing it, but then I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think that they need to. They're gonna make so much money off that stupid arena drafting. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, it's so scary. It's scary how addictive that is. Because here's the thing, like earlier, during one of my very many drafts that I did today, I was like 4-0, right? 4 wins, 0 losses. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this all day. And then I started losing. I lost 3 in a row. And I was like, no, I need redemption. So what did I do? I clicked that stupid button. You don't even have to enter your information. You have to say do it one time, and then you just click a button, and it's like, thanks for paying another $2. Here, go play. They make it so stupid easy. Oh my god.
Right.
So that like when you lose, you're like, oh, I gotta click that button. And you do. Every
Thank you for making this
time.
easy, but at the same time, fuck you.
I only stopped because we had to get ready to do this show. And then, like I said, I'm playing it right after the show again.
Right.
Which was kind of fun last night. That was actually a lot of fun, streaming that.
For sure, dude.
But no, yeah, Hearthstone's out in beta. They're inviting more and more people. If you opt in through Battle.net, you'll probably get an invite soon. They're ramping it up every couple weeks now. I would just totally... Yeah, that's exactly where the technical difficulties went. Exactly. Hearthstone. Now I would recommend signing up for it. And like I said, I'm pretty sure it's coming out. It's got to be coming out before BlizzCon, which is, I think, the end of the month, or next month. When is BlizzCon? November.
I don't know.
It's in November. Pretty sure it's... Well, now I gotta look. But, yeah, I would highly recommend it. Super tons of fun. You got anything else, man?
Yeah, dude.
What?
Online Magic Online Thero sealed qualifier.
Yeah?
This weekend.
Nice, dude.
On the 13th. So, I think they stream that, right? They stream that somewhere, probably on Twitch, I think.
Oh, I wouldn't see why not.
Yeah,
BlizzCon's November 8th through the 9th, so, yeah, I don't know why that's important now, but, yeah.
Pro Tour coverage? What do you mean? Oh, like the actual tournament, not the online. I didn't do any research about that.
Magic the Gathering Pro Tour? Ooh. See, I feel like the end of the show is always like the chat room time.
Yeah,
you know, like have them talk.
I know a buddy of mine invited me to watch it this weekend.
The Magic Pro Tour?
The Pro Tour qualifier coverage, yeah. Which would be, I mean, if I'm going to get into Standard, I think I should watch it.
Right.
Depends on what I'm doing, because I might be too fat to go over to someone's house and watch it. But,
what day? What day is it? How much money is it? How much is the prize?
The purse is always huge for those, dude.
No,
Yep.
No,
Yep.
100K? Whoa. Yep. Man, I should start building my Magic deck.
It's Pro Tour, bro.
How does one enter the Pro Tour for Magic?
You have to qualify at a Pro Tour qualifier.
Do you have to be the very best?
Oh, okay, that's even better.
250K? Oh my god. Who says playing cards can't make you money?
You know what? That's a good point. I want to bring that up. Actually,
Do it.
that's another thing I wanted to talk about tonight. I totally forgot
Do
about
it
it.
out. You know
And
what?
we can
You know what? Shut up for a second. It's all on you now. Go. No, you're like full screen. Go.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Dramatic effect.
I mean, this is kind of like whatever. It's a whatever issue. I don't really care. It doesn't affect me as a card gamer or someone who plays competitively or not. I don't know if it affects anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Or you know, but I've had those couple of friends out there who have been like, yeah, I don't play card games for fun. I play for money. Blah blah. Right. Actually, those people aren't my friends. Those guys are losers. But you know, at a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament or I guess at Naruto tournaments, they give out like crazy prizes and you can sell them on eBay for whatever. But or Pokemon even, you know, there was this kid I knew and he had like a team, and if you joined his team, you had to give him all your cards. And it was like he traded for whatever, you know, like that's how he got people to. But at the same time, you were granted any cards within that collection to build a deck that you needed to build. So you had every deck at your disposal. What he's doing now, I don't know. He was kind of a weird guy, but you know, he was all like, one of his friends was like, I play card games for money. I don't play blah blah blah. Right. Anyways, that's not my issue. My issue is like League of Legends. I don't play it. I don't care to. I don't care about it.
Oh, LOL is fun, dude.
I mean, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's really fun. I know it's, you know, it definitely looks more fun than Dota 2. So, but now it's like considered.
Wait, you need to not say anything bad about any of those games because you will get killed in death threats. And
oh yeah, sorry.
there are hardcore fans of both of them that are psychotic.
Dota 2 is fun. Come at me, bro. Anyways, like, LOL is considered a sport now, and that's awesome. There's always that like, that kind of thing. Like, see what Lightning Helix just said. You know, there's players out there who make money.
Sure.
Playing Magic, they do. And you know, it's not like it comes at different times. Obviously, it comes when the Pro Tour comes around, whatever, you know. But then there's always that factor of when you go drafting and you draft the rares and sell them, you know. Tarmogoyf, it's a $200 card in Magic right now. But I mean, my pressing issue is shouldn't card games count as a sport?
Well,
maybe not all of them, but at least the big ones.
Well,
like,
give it time, because it might not. But League of Legends, or no, is it Dota? It might be Dota 2 players are now considered athletes, and I know it's like tax reasons and stuff like that, but it doesn't matter. They're officially recognized as athletes. So technically, I think Dota 2 is considered a sport then.
Yeah.
Do you remember when that happened? That was like a couple months ago, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
No, and that kind of blew everybody away. Because then people were like, wait, so you can play games and be an athlete? I mean, I don't think anyone ever took it seriously, but like I said, it was for tax reasons, stuff like that.
Right.
It helps with like citizenship, and because a lot of the teams are from overseas, whatever. But yeah, anyway, go on.
Well, I just like I mean the money and the career and the making money off card games is not my like pressing issue. My pressing issue is should it be considered to like the likelihood of like chess? You know? Do people consider that? You know, like is there like an outside eye? All the outside eyes looking in at card gamers is always like, oh, they're just playing because they're nerds and whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes, you know, for people who have played competitively, you know, and gotten to that point, they'll get to that final match. They're in the finals, and it's one card they need, and they don't get it, and they lose because of it. You know, it's like it's really strategic. Like some of these card games that are huge right now that have live streams up there, that have a big mark on the world. You know, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic. They're the ones I'm looking at. You know, I watched the finals of the 2012 Pokemon Worlds, and it was a mirror match. It was like Terrakion, Darkrai, or whatever. And the one dude, he was gonna win, but the one card he needed was in the prizes. And he made the mistake of, when he searched his deck through the first time towards the beginning of the match, he didn't look through his whole deck to see if it was in there. You know what I mean? That was a mistake. That's a pretty key strategy point to play when playing that game, because there are 6 cards not in your deck.
Right.
From the beginning of the game. That's the first thing you do the first time you search, is you should do that. And because he didn't do that, he lost. And like, he was so upset. But like, you know, it's like a brain hurt. It's a headache, dude. It's just like chess. Like, I've never been to a chess tournament, nor I've ever competed in one, but you know, I've seen how my brother reacts when he loses chess tournaments. You know, he used to come home and just be pissed because he was like, I had this guy, I had him, you know, I had the queen in the corner, blah, 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 I had this, you know. Or I've seen, you know, chess players that I knew were serious. They were super serious.
Right.
It's just like, you could say this, right? Like a baseball player takes his career super seriously, obviously. He likes to play baseball. He loves it. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made it his career, right?
Yeah.
And the way I think of it is, it only seems like a sport because it counts as entertainment at the same time. Make sure of it counts as entertainment. You know, for me and, you know, my guys at Legion will watch the, you know, the Calvin, my buddy Calvin, he works at Legion, and during the Pro Tour times, and you know, they'll live stream it, and he'll throw it up on the monitor so people can watch it while we're playing. You know, we like to watch that shit. You know, like it's like me watching Street Fighter at Evo stream while it's happening. It's entertainment for us. So it's like, I wonder, why aren't card games considered a sport? You know, if video games can be.
Well, video games are a little more fast-paced.
That's true.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. It's fast-paced, and it requires... You have to think faster in most video games. You have to make split-second decisions. In cards, you have time to sit and like look at what you're doing and think of it.
Right.
Most of the time. I don't know. Yeah, I mean... But then you got to take into account all of the strategy it takes to build a deck. But then you got to minus that for people that just use deck builds, right? Because someone else took the time to think of it, and someone's just copying it. So, like, I don't know. That's interesting. You have to kind of think about that from a lot of different perspectives.
Right. That's what's kind of hard, is I can't, because I am a competitive card player. So it's like... You know, I got competitive in Street Fighter for a while too, so that's like another, you know, big thing for me. But some of this, that's the thing too, is that a lot of Street Fighter players, I think that's become a sport now because of Evo.
Sure.
And Mad Cats, you know, the guys who make those crazy arcade sticks, you know, they sponsor Daigo. You know, best Japanese Street Fighter player in Japan right now. I think. I don't know. I think there's someone better than him probably in Japan, but you know, he's sponsored by Mad Cats. Like, that's crazy. They give him free sticks and pay him to like make sure that his name says Mad Catz Daigo on the live stream.
Right.
You know? I don't know. That's just, it's kind of weird. You know? It's interesting though.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah, maybe you should like write a book about it or something.
Yeah, why don't I just
Why don't you just write a book? You should read a book about it.
Write a book. Why don't you read a book?
Tell me some. Cards in Hand?
A bajillion.
No, it's less than that. All right, man. Well, this is kind of a weird show. I feel I don't know, like the mood was kind of weird. We were getting really frustrated with our audio issues.
Yeah,
Hopefully it won't
that
happen
was.
again.
I apologize for that. Next week it'll definitely be in check, and
We're gonna bring lightning on next week too. So this week, it's my job to figure out how to get a third person on here. Okay. Yes, we are.
yes, we are. Lightning Helix is a very, very awesome friend of mine who he always helps me out building my stuff, whether it's for Vanguard or Magic or, I met him. It's funny because I met him playing Pokemon, but he originally came to Legion Games or Misty Mountain at the time it was called to write a school report on card games or Pokemon or whatever. And if people
Yeah, no, shut up. Save it for next show. Seriously, that's a good point, Lightning. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Go ahead. Let it be a mystery.
Anyways, I met him and he's lame, so I guess he's coming on. So
that guy sucks. All right. Any final thoughts? Anything left to say?
No.
No? Fine. Goodbye.
No, I think we're good. I think I might live stream some Dueling Network.
When?
A couple times. Probably tomorrow night for a little bit, maybe for a couple hours or so.
Okay, because tonight I'm gonna do some Hearthstone.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's fine. I even might on the weekend. I'll probably do it this weekend actually. Probably Saturday.
Okay. Seems legit.
Live stream some Dueling Network. I'll just play a troll deck. See how much I win.
Troll decks are fun.
It'll be funny. Yeah, Exodia. See if I can get all piece of Exodia in my hand. Automatically win. Game.
I wonder if Jesse knows about the Dueling Card Network. He might actually be interested in that.
Yeah, the Dueling Network is sweet, dude. It's just the duelingnetwork.com. You make an account, and you have access. It's just like online Magic, or The only thing about it is that nothing is automatic. It's an honor system. So like, if you're gonna place a card, you have to click on the card, hit place, or whatever. But yeah.
Oh, jeez, what just happened? Wow, that was weird. Alrighty. Well, hopefully next week everything will work out a little bit better as far as audio issues go. We'll be able to get the show up at 11 as opposed to 11:30.
Right.
And we'll be in a better mood.
Yeah, and maybe I'll know what I'm talking about when I talk about Magic.
Yeah, maybe we won't be all flustered because of issues. Stuff like that.
Right. Right.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yep. Me too. Sheesh.
And then again, we'll try to get another person on here. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. If you're interested in being a guest, you want us to talk about something specific, whatever. Let's talk.
For sure. All right, buddy. We're gonna take a little break after this, probably like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. Then I'm gonna stream some Hearthstone on the same channel. If anyone's interested, we'll post it up on the Cards in Hand Facebook. Speaking of which, like, comment, share, get people involved in that. The more people we have, the better we can make the show. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely support is a big thing. The more followers we have on Facebook and Twitter, the more feedback will come in, and the more we can grind the rough edges of the show down. But yeah, I definitely want to do that.
Yeah.
Sure. So yeah, follow on Twitter, Cards in Hand MN, or @ and Cards in Hand MN, and then follow on Facebook, Cards MN, facebook.com/Cards in Hand.
Yep. And then of course twitch.tv/Cards in Hand MN. We will see you guys next week. Where
have a good night, guys.
We're hopefully we'll talk about Angi Vergi.
Oh yeah, Angiverge.
Whatever.
Freuden Nodesu Kanataka. German words. What do you mean?